This is Project Delta, a Roblox game unique in its own way, set in the Russia and Estonia border in an alternate timeline where the USSR never dissolved in 1991, causing the current modern arsenal of weapons to be identified as Soviet. The beginning of this fictional story begins in Estonia. I wonder if that's a real place of the map. Oh, it's in Europe.
Kobo, have you ever been to Europe before?
My what?
Anyways, a nuclear disaster happens in Estonia, a disaster similar to Chernobyl. This incident caused the government to lose power in the Estonian area. United Nations soldiers were deployed in to evacuate civilians. The government sanctioned the Estonian border in City 13 as a quarantine zone. Though many evacuated the area, many stayed behind to take advantage of this disaster. Factions were formed, such as the Wastelanders. Although the government did try to maintain the disaster, the government and European Defense Force, also known as EDF, were providing supplies to the quarantine zone, but it has proven difficult. Multiple personnel and vehicles have been lost to some unidentifiable entities and individuals who are likely to have been bandits at the time.
Yes, I got the both. I got Samazard and jaeyorth by making their colors blow up.
Anomalies, which don't really do much but exist, but they were created during the nuclear disaster. The electric one, known as Sparky, roams around subgrids, and the flame-like ones can be spotted at the helichopper crash site circling the area. In Project Delta, you can come across a variety of different NPCs, not just in Estonia, but also in City 13. All of them each linked to a faction such as the first Soviet forces who deserted the military after the nuclear disaster and resorted to becoming bandits and thieves. Great examples of Soviet military deserters can include Anton and Dozer and many other bandit NPCs, both of them who were part of the Soviet force before the disaster. Next are the Soviet forces who are still currently serving the government, though it's unclear what their intentions are in the exclusion zone, though you can find them occupying the airfield and subgrid, which is where the name Occupation Soldier comes from, into their tags along with the Occupation Sniper. The helicopter, or better known as the MY-24, can also be found at the airfield.
Okay, well, I kind of asked for that.
I
was helping you out. Okay, you were so dead, by the way.
Why? What? Oh! But I just had a...
Karma.
Oh!
You're still alive! You're still alive!
What? Where did jaeyorth come from? Yeah, you can...
The City 13. Scavs previously, prior to the nuclear disaster, were citizens of City 13. When the nuclear disaster happened, these citizens would form a militant pact and occupy the swimming pool area. Located in City 13, they are led by the Scav King. Now, there is a faction that is actually really friendly toward Wastelanders, as long as they are not provoked. They are known as the UNO, basically the United Nations of this alternate timeline. They are peacekeepers and were deployed into Estonia 2 and City 13 to evacuate the citizens. Finally, we have a military division whose goal is very clearly unknown. These highly trained black OPS units are a classified division. The only member we know that arrived on the Estonian border is Whisper. She roams around the Russian side. There's not much to know about this faction. With the stage set for the Wastelanders, meaning the players, you do a bunch of various quests for NPCs in the metro. One of the main ones being the nurse quest, as you have to retrieve Serum X and cure the boss of his illness. After that, he'll send you to do a bunch more quests, leading to the distress signal quest. This is where the Wastelanders story arc of City 13 begins, as you find Jake at the police station and release him from his cell, allowing you to speak to the broker who trades advanced military gear and weapons. Alongside the main quest are side quests which don't really impact the lore much except your gameplay.
No! Oh, it's a 1v1!
Dare died of that.
Yeah!
Yeah, no.
GG.
This will probably be everything for this video, although it won't be the end, as Project Delta continues to expand on the lore and gameplay with more updates. Please check out other videos on the channel created by other members of Order of the Wind, and that's all.